Si le gustaría escuchar un episodio en español, por favor escuche el siguiente episodio.
Good morning. My name is Monica Peña, and I'm part of the team at La Incubadora podcast. La Incubadora podcast is part of Economic Business Incubator, a local nonprofit with a mission to provide training, coaching, and support to aspiring and existing business owners who face barriers to growing a successful business. And today we are going to be talking about Hub program of Travis County. This is a program for historically underutilized business owners. And we are going to have Larry Williams with us. He's community liaison for this program, and he'll share with us all the details about it. A little bit about Larry. Larry D. Williams is the community liaison for the Hub historically underutilized business of the purchasing department of Travis County. Travis County and its hub department are award winning organizations within the government purchasing arena. He received his BA from Arizona State in Mass Communications and Media Studies with a minor in Public Policy and Public Service. Larry prides himself in bringing professionalism, innovation, and equity to the forefront of every position he has been involved in. Larry has focused his entire career on expanding nonprofits and governmental agencies, community level work to enhance their effectiveness with their most important stakeholders. It is his passion for seeing professionals and community organizations break through their boundaries and expand their effectiveness in their given communities. So, with no further ado, good morning, Larry. How are you
Good
doing?
good morning, Miss Monica. Thank you for having me. Thank you. I am so excited to be here with you all.
Well, welcome. I always like seeing you in the community, and you're always a great resource for Hub in Travis County. I thank you
Thank
for
you.
joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you. I look so forward to today and I'm so of course I'm so impressed by you all, what you all are doing at
Mhm.
EGBI, your programs, your resources, your services that you bring to the local community and our businesses. And so thank you all for the work that you all are doing as well.
Yeah, it's great because we always see each other out in the community.
Yes.
So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
So tell us how does the program work, and explain a little bit about what Hub stands for.
Absolutely. So HUB is a state and governmental program through the state of Texas. HUB stands for Historically Underutilized Businesses. They are minority owned businesses, women owned businesses, and disabled veteran owned businesses that are certified through different organizations here in the state of Texas. So our HUB program works specifically within Travis County's procurement space to ensure and work that more of these businesses receive fair opportunities to receive the procurement dollars that the county spends every day. We are led by two fantastic directors. One is Miss Sylvia. She is our program director. And then the second is Mr. Randall here. He's the assistant director. And we all work very tirelessly to not only bring in more hubs onto our vendor roles, but also whenever we put out large contracts and large bids, our program comes in and says, okay, we speak to primes and subcontractors,
Mhm.
and we put in good faith efforts that a certain amount of that contract will be awarded to minority owned businesses, women owned business, and disabled owned veteran businesses.
Great. And explain what a prime is.
Yeah, so a prime is the main award winner for our large contracts. So So say we're going to, just for a very simple example, we are going to construct or redo a certain amount of road. Well, say that that contract is 500,000. So a prime will be the prime winner of that bid. Then the prime is then able to go and subcontract that work out, different parts of the work, to subcontractors, and the county works directly with the prime to get the work done, but then the prime organization works with subcontractors. So be it, the asphalt, or be it the construction or the consulting, the architecture, to complete that work. And then the county itself has compliance agents, hub, we and of course our overseeing procurement teams, who ensure that that work is done at the best and most reasonable dollar for our county constituents.
Okay, great. And I know you already covered it a little, but can you go into more details? How can local businesses benefit from the program?
Absolutely. So one of the things that so the county itself, we do not certify our hubs. We go through four different certification boards. One of them is the state of Texas. The second is the city of Austin SMBR program, which is a phenomenal program. The third is the Texas Unified Certification Program through TxDOT. And then the fourth certifying board we work with is South Central Texas Regional Certification Agency. So when we have when we have vendors come, and the first thing we look for are they certified by one of these certifying boards. The second thing that we do is we work tirelessly to provide resources and opportunities and process ideas with these with these vendors to help grow their capacity and grow their opportunities. So say a small business comes and they become part of our vendor pool, become part of our vendor tracking system, and maybe they did not win a bid. We can work with that business. If they will come and let us know, we can connect them with mentors, we can connect them with resources, we can connect them with other opportunities to grow their capacity, so next time they put themselves in a great position to be the winner of those bids. One of the things that we also do is we also have a readiness training program for our hubs, for local hubs through IC Squared at UT Austin. It is a mentoring program that works in two-part cohorts that specifically work with minority hubs, minority-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, to grow their capacity, to grow their skills, so that they can put their best foot forward and gaining the work here at the county.
Very good. How about, so we sometimes work with smaller businesses,
Yes,
and they're not ready for a huge job, a huge
yes,
contract. How would one of those smaller businesses become a subcontractor
yes. So
for the
one of the things
price?
that, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, for
Yes.
the price. Mhm.
So one of the things, there's two things that I would say. First, I would tell those smaller businesses is to come and make themselves available to in our pre-bid meetings. We put out our pre-bid meetings, and we put those out, and those businesses can come and sit in, and they're usually online. Currently, they can sit in and listen to the primes, their presentations, the other subcontractors' presentations, our procurement team and our hub team. They go over all the details of that bid. One of the reasons that I think that's very important is that these smaller companies can get their hands on some phenomenal resources and present themselves as a small business to a larger subcontractor or a prime, to offer their services and their products. But the second thing that I would say is that a lot of the smaller companies will have a opportunity to partner with another subcontractor on their part of on the part of the bid. So say a smaller business, maybe they cannot fulfill the requirements of say $100,000 bid, but they may be able to come in and do half of the bid and partner with the subcontractor to complete that 100,000 bid. That what that does is that obviously that gives them the work, that gives them the experience, that gives them a great connection and relationship and a partnership, but it will also give them the ability to grow their capacity to a larger contract in the future.
Wonderful. What type of businesses have benefited from being on the vendor list?
We have so many different variations of businesses. Obviously, we the county does a lot in construction, but there's two that come to my mind. We work a lot in with consulting companies. Um, we work a lot with architecture companies. So some of the smaller architecture companies are able to come in and offer their services and their products to the hub program, and 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 then I will help them become a vendor to partner and offer their services to the county. We also, again, we work with a lot of consulting. We just did a in 2021, we just put out a disparity study that helped us come up with 17 recommendations to improve our program here at the hub to do a greater job in being a resource and meeting the disparity that we have here in the county. We automatically considered hiring a hub for that consulting opportunity. We also have ongoing opportunities in the party planning space. Um, we Every kind of business can absolutely benefit on coming to being on our vendor list, processing the resources, the opportunities, and the ideas that we hear at the county. But the bigger thing that I would tell these businesses is that sometimes we have to remember that the government is here for the constituents of this community. And if you are in this area, I ask you to think very highly of yourself presenting your business to the county, because there's something that you may have that you're working on. You may have a next level idea, you may have a next level service that the county may benefit from. So I don't want any of our businesses to think, oh, well, I'm too small.
Mhm.
I don't have the capacity. There may be something that you have, you may have something that we absolutely need. And I tell businesses often, sometimes you have to know your big ask. You have to know your BIGASK when you come to the governmental space, because there's something about your business that we absolutely may need. And the really amazing thing is that we may not even know that we have the problem, and you may have a solution that brings some wisdom and knowledge to help the government work better for our constituents. So presenting, making sure that these smaller businesses of all kind see themselves from the capacity as a problem solver, as a solution to issues, and presenting themselves to us, specifically to me. I can directly make sure that they have the ability to get on the vendor list, to process, making themselves available, and then never stop asking. I tell
Mhm.
businesses every
Yes.
day to make sure, they say the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right?
Mhm.
So I would rather, as a business owner, be told no than never ask the question. And so making these things, making not only the benefit, their benefit to us known, but also the resources and the opportunities that the county has for these smaller businesses. will be a mutually reciprocating benefit for both entities.
So, for the listeners that we have right now and the business owners types that we serve, what comes to mind, possibly are caterers, cleaning
Yes,
company,
yes,
translators, interpreters, photographers.
yes, absolutely. Matter of fact, I just met with a filmmaker who creates short form films that's here in Austin. He and I process some of his services and I told him, I said, you may have one of the solutions that I came up with working with him was that he may be able to take some of the reporting efforts that we have to report out to our constituents. He may be able to make a visual story for some of those reporting efforts though, so that we can put those things out on social media. And he said, hey, I've already done this, and he shared with me one of his videos that he made for the state of Texas. It was right in line with some of the reporting efforts that we are working on here at the county. And I immediately took his information, constructed an email, and I sent his business out to 7 different other governmental agencies, introduced him, introduced his company, introduced the combined idea that we created together, and sent those out to other governmental agencies so that he may present that idea to these governmental agencies. That's just one solution or one thing that we do here at the purchasing office. That as we work with our county entities, we work with our key stakeholders to create next level ideas and next level opportunities, not only for the government, but also for these businesses.
Great. So you heard it here. Larry is definitely the person you want to reach out to. So, yeah, thank you for
Yes.
all you do. Now, tell us some advice. Do you have advice that you would give to someone wanting to be certified?
Yes. So one of the things that well, there's three things that three advice that I would give. First is make sure that your financials and all of your paperwork is in line. When you go to get certified, you're going to have to present your business structures, your EIN numbers, your federal, your state um, documentation. Make sure that all your banking information is in line,
Mhm.
um, and make sure that you're able to present those. The second thing that I always try to tell my business owners that I work with is make sure your team is ready. Make sure your insurance, you have your insurance. Make sure you have your your bonding information. Make sure you have your tax team. Make sure you have your team, your overall team for your business is ready to go to that next level. And third, do not give up on yourself. As you're getting certified, as you're presenting yourself, one of the things that I know a lot of business owners um, have shared with me is that they are very busy working inside their business, but they're not working on their business.
Mhm.
So a lot of we're doing our services, we're working, we're trying to get that payroll, make sure that payroll is paid. And a lot of times we can put our head down to the grind without looking up to take into account of where we are business wise. So the third thing I would tell our listeners is to make sure that you are working on your business work. If you need to hire someone, if you need to expand your own education, if you need to get a great business mentor like at EGBI, make sure that you put yourself in a position where you're ready to learn, you're ready to grow, and you're ready to receive the wisdom and knowledge and opportunities that being certified will give your business.
Great. And can you share a story of possibly a business owner that you have worked with?
Yes, absolutely. So I just spoke about the young man who, or the business owner who, who worked on we worked together on the opportunity to create those reports. But I often work with many different small businesses and processing their certifications. One of the things that I do a lot of work with is helping businesses see themselves as ready to move to the next level. So we had a small business that I met. It was a wonderful. It was a father and son business. The mom was the accountant. I saw them at a business event one time, and they had a 6-year-old little girl. She had all of the work. She was in her overalls and this
Mhm.
the t-shirt. She had her dad's business hat on, and she was walking around handing out business cards. And I told her, I said, that is such a amazing marketing tool, because it immediately helped me remember his business. So he and
Mm.
I scheduled a meeting. Um, we scheduled a one-on-one, and he and I sat down. We went through his business program. We went through his business plan. We looked at what he was doing, and he kept telling me. He said, "Larry, I'm already I'm already a vendor of the county." Well, I looked his name up, and I said, "Hey, I don't see you in our vendor pool." Come to find out, what happened was he was a vendor of the city of Austin, but he got
Mm.
confused that the city of Austin and Travis County are two different entities. We were able to get him we were able to get him on the vendor tracking system, get him the opportunity to start bidding not only with the city but also with the county. And also, I was able to share the story about his daughter and their fantastic marketing idea, on my personal LinkedIn and on some of our other um, opportunities that I talk about marketing with businesses. And so that's just one idea that come to my mind.
Oh, great, great. Well, thank you for sharing all this information. Now, where can we find more information about the Hub program?
Absolutely.
And
So
mhm.
there's three ways that I would tell you off the top of my head. First is going to the purchasing office website at traviscountytx.gov. It's traviscountytx.gov/purchasing. The second thing I would tell our listeners is send me an email. I do one-on-one coaching, one-on-one connecting. We can schedule a 30-minute meeting. My email is larry.williams number two at Travis County ts.gov. Oh, it's scrolling. Hey, you're
Yes.
great. Yes. Send me an email. Please connect with me. I would love to sit and meet with our listeners one on one, schedule a meeting, and process through some of these resources. And then as well, follow me and connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm very I work. I'm on LinkedIn a lot. I use LinkedIn to process new opportunities, sharing of information, sharing of events, and learning about community events as well. And so, those are three ways that our listeners can connect with me, and find out more about the program, and then receive some of these resources and opportunities that we spoke about.
Well, thank you, Larry. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you.
Always great seeing you out in the community, and thank you for being such a great resource to business
Absolutely.
owners in Travis County.
Thank you.
Um, and for all those listening, remember that La Incubadora podcast is part of the Economic Growth Business Incubator, a business incubator in Central Texas that offers training, coaching, and support to local business owners with barriers to achieving success. If you would like to learn more about EGBI, the Economic Growth Business Incubator Services, please visit us at egbi.org. And we'll see you soon. And Larry, I'll catch you at some event in town. Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely. Thank you for having me. I hope you all have a great day. Have a great holiday.
You too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye bye.